Hey guys, Eric here, and today on Problem Solved, I'm tackling a problem that frankly I have let go on too long, and I'm going to tell you all about that problem, and it has to do with this sink here that you've seen me work on before, mainly doing our RO system under the sink. But we've got a bigger problem with this sink, and it's kind of been brewing for a while, and I've been putting off the work, but it's time to actually get that work done. So we're going to do that today. Excuse any background noise and stuff like that. This is the kitchen, this is the heartbeat of our house, and so there's going to be a lot of background noise and stuff like that. So a couple years ago now, we had a massive leak here in the kitchen, and it was happening underneath our dishwasher, and we didn't know it was leaking, and we don't know for how long it was leaking, but it basically soaked all the way underneath, and it went all the way across underneath our entire fridge, and it soaked the walls all the way around back here, all the way over here, and we didn't actually notice until someone bumped into one of the walls here, and it actually made a dent because the wall was soft. So basically the entire bottom half of this wall, about 3.5 feet, was cut off all the way across, and that means all of our cupboards were also cut in half. Basically from this point down were cut in half, and you know, water mitigation crew came in, dried everything out, and they had to rebuild everything. In the process of that happening, our countertop here cracked right here, and it has now started to crack right here as well. So they came in, they tried to install some supports underneath the sink to hold the sink up. They said the sink was too heavy for the counter, and that's why it cracked. I have my doubts about that, but that's what they told me. So what's the plan? So the plan is to eventually replace this countertop completely, including the sink. We're not real big fans of this sink. This is the sink that came with the house. But, oh, I gotta show you another problem. This is the other problem, is the seal around the sink is coming off. Oh, it's in really bad shape. It's coming off. This is because the sink is sinking, and I think part of that is because of the cracking here in the counter. And this is causing water drippage to go down the side of the sink, which is eventually going to rot out the wood that's underneath here, which we don't want to happen. But we're not going to replace the sink just yet. Alright, so what we're going to do about this problem is just a temporary fix to hold us over until we can get a replacement counter and a replacement sink. So what I'm going to do is first I got to clean out this bottom cabinet here underneath the sink. And then I gotta, if there's any mildew or mold or anything like that, I gotta get rid of all that. So I'm gonna do that. That's gonna take some time. And once that's all dried out and done, then I've got some extra metal supports that I'm gonna install underneath here that are gonna raise the sink up back to level where it's supposed to be. And once that's done, then we're gonna redo the seal around the sink, let that dry so we're not leaking water anymore underneath the sink, and then we're gonna epoxy the actual granite countertop so those cracks don't get any worse. Why are we doing all this? All of this is to hold us over long enough so that we can actually replace the countertop and the sink, as I mentioned before. These are all temporary measures. This isn't meant to be a permanent solution. This is just kind of an emergency fix to make sure that when you stop dripping water and the counter stops getting more damaged than it needs to be. And so we can continue to use our kitchen while we make decisions on replacement countertops and replacement sink and stuff like that. All right, now that we have under the sink cleaned, we've got some boards under there to level things out. And we've scrubbed the sides just to get rid of any mold or staining or anything that was there. Now we got to remove what's left of the existing seal that's on the sink. Wife's gonna help me out with that. So we're gonna go ahead and use this painter multi-tool to do that. You don't have to use that. You can use literally anything. Ours is coming off already, which is part of the problem, so we can probably just do it with our hands. But anyway, that's what this looks like. Yeah, this existing seal is in pretty bad shape, which is part of the reason why we need to redo this. Yeah, so we're pulling it out. And then once we level out the sink and raise it up a little bit, then I'm gonna have to redo this seal. This is pretty disgusting. Alright, so now that my wife has gone through and she's cleaned up all the bad sealant that was around here, you can actually see that the gap is not even as we go around. It's actually pretty small right here, and then it gets bigger over here, and again it gets bigger over here. And that's part of the problem. Over time, the sink is actually sinking, and that's what caused the cracks here. And that's what we're going to temporarily fix. I'm going to sand the edges here just to make sure that we have a clean seal when I redo the sealant. You always want to make sure your edges are clean if you're going to reseal something, that way it stays waterproof. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is what we're actually going to use to support the sink temporarily. These are steel sink holders. They're generally used when in new construction or when you're installing a new sink, especially an under counter sink like what this one is. These are used to temporarily support the sink while you install it. We're going to be using them a little bit different. We're going to be using them to actually support the sink and actually push it up a little bit temporarily until we decide what we're going to do with the counter and what sink we're going to replace this sink with. These will work better than the wood that we have around the edges here, which really isn't holding up the sink too well. So hopefully this will reinforce that. So we're going to raise the sink a little bit, and then I'm going to reseal around the edges, and then we're going to let that dry, and then we're going to epoxy the cracks up in the counter. So the way that you install these, as you can see, they extend. So you want to set the height first for what you're looking for, like this, and you're going to tighten these two bolts. And then you're going to use the little wrench, or any wrench, and you're going to tighten these bolts to get that last little bit of height around these things. As you can see, they adjust to give you the exact height that you need. So that's what we're working on right here. Okay, so now that I have that height set exactly where I want it, now I can use this to make these go up and down on both sides to raise the sink a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do here. Alright, so we've got the two supports in. They're in pretty good. I can lean on them. They don't move, they don't come out. So they're supporting the sink pretty well. Now it's time to reseal the sink up top, and then we can epoxy the edge here. Epoxying the crack here is probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow, but I wanna reseal the top so the sink is at least usable for tomorrow morning. So that's what we're gonna do now. Alright guys, this is what the end result is. It looks pretty good, and it's sealed pretty good, and it keeps the area below the sink dry. So it ended up looking pretty good. Alright guys, it's been about a month since we finished the temporary repairs that I was doing on the sink, and it's kept the underneath dry, and it's worked out. Again, this was a temporary repair. I'll keep you guys posted on the updates regarding this sink and when we start to replace it and stuff like that and how that goes. But I'm going to count this temporary repair as successful. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.